Good evening and welcome to another edition of the HGP Sport. I am Stanford Howard. Thanks for joining us. In boxing news, Guyana's LENNOX too sharp ALEAH proved too good for Derrick Webster at the weekend. Jaden Samuels reports.
All the fight predictions and impressive statistics meant nothing to Guyana's LENNOX too sharp ALEAH, who clearly dominated throughout the 10 rounds. ALEAH, who fought once in the last 3 years, went into the ring as the underdog, but apart from 2 close rounds, ALEAH clearly dominated from round 1. 2 judges scoring the fight 98-91, while the third scored 97-92, all in favor of ALEAH. Webster, who currently trains with Roy Jones Jr., the more active of the 2 fighters, was not up to speed and was sluggish and did not have the stamina needed to put away the Guyanese. It will be interesting to see what happens after this for LENNOX ALEAH, a boxer who will be hoping to be more active. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
In football, Golden Grove defeated St. Cuthbert's on Saturday, while Wismar Christiansburg trashed St. John's on Sunday in the Milo Under-18 Schools Football Tournament at the Ministry of Education ground, Carifesta Avenue. Find out more in this report. The second weekend of the Under-18 Schools Football Tournament continued with much excitement. The 6th match of the tournament engaged Charleston and Tugville. The boys from Charleston opened the proceedings in the 18th minute when Isaiah Moore scored to give his side the lead. Heading to the second half. The second half saw 3 goals scored by Dante Sukuram in the 30th minute to double Charleston lead. But Dwayne Jones of Tugville slipped one past the Charleston defense to close the gap. Then a mistake by Tugville led to an own goal to draw the game. Fans witnessed a fantastic game in the second match between St. Cuthbert's and Golden Grove. Despite the loss by 2-0, the boys from St. Cuthbert's had a few shots at goal, but the ball went over the net, to the side, or straight to the keeper's hand. CORNWELL MAXWELL, captain of the Golden Grove team, spoke on his team's performance.
As we go into the first 10 minutes, the change was the formation. We play 4 at the back, 3 in the middle, and two in front of the 3 right, and 1 at the top. So as we play the ball, we play from the middle, straight to the wing, and straight into the middle. That's how you get to score most of the goals. From this game, I have learned that we need to play more confident. We need to put in more touches and passing in the ball because we're dribbling the ball too much.
Patrons witnessed another thrilling encounter between Commons Lodge and I-Flood in the final game on Saturday. Commons Lodge secondary didn't disappoint and showed their dominance in the tournament against top-ranked I-Flood team with a 2-1 defeat. Goals came from Keon Hammer in the 10th minute and Simon Eiffel in the 56th minute, as Michael McKinnon consolidated a late one for I-Flood in the 68th minute. Results for Sunday games were as follows. Friendship defeated Ansgrove Secondary 2-0. Wismar Christiansburg trashed St. John's College 7-0. And Virgin Region defeated Tutorial High 3-0. The Milo football tournament continues next weekend with games starting at 12 hours on both days. For the HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard. More football news. The business end of the 2nd annual Magnum Mash Cup is here, despite a no-show by the referees on the final night of the round-robin stage on Saturday. Find out more in this report. 16 teams have been eliminated from the 32 that started the 2nd annual Magnum Futsal Mash Cup tournament, and the Super 16 is set to kick off on Tuesday, February 19th. $1.2 million in cash is to be won in the finals on March 2nd, with the winner carting off 600,000 Guyana dollars. Second place, 300,000 Guyana dollars. Third place, 200,000 Guyana dollars. And fourth place, 100,000 Guyana dollars. Representative of last year's champion, Troy Lambert of Ben Street, spoke on his side's expectation of advancing in the tournament.
Do or die stage of the tournament now, so it's a must-win situation come from tomorrow night. When it comes to Ben Street, well, this is who we really live for. We like this part of the tournament. And we had a slow start, but we end up making it. We get through to the knockout round, and come on the 2nd of March, guarantee we'll be there, lifting the trophy to again the 2nd year.
Coordinator Ethan Griffin gave a breakdown of the remaining teams and how the tournament progressed so far.
Different groups. Finishing on top of Group A, we had Ben Street with 7 points, followed by Melanie with 5 points. Goal is Money, top Group D with 6 points, followed by Starbrook Ballers on 6 points too. We have Sophia topping Group C on 7 points, and we have Tiger Bay finishing second with 4 points. On Group D, we had Showstoppers finishing on 7 points, and Broad Street falling second on 5 points. Group E, we have Anson McCall finishing on 5 points, and Leopold Street also on 5 points with a goal difference.
He also noted that of the 16 teams, fans will witness Anson McCall taking on Buxton Diamond in the opening game, followed by Showstoppers versus Tiger Bay. Director of Sports Christopher Jones expressed dissatisfaction over the absence of referees to officiate Saturday's game.
However, we would want to place on record that we consider the act callous, repugnant, distasteful, and unprofessional and unbecoming of FIFA official referees in Guyana. We look forward for a response from them. We do hope that moving forward with the remaining nights of play, that the referees and the referees official are present at the event. And as mentioned before, the high quality play, the high level of organization that we would have seen by the organizer, Sun Sports, is testimony to what could be had.
During each night of matches, patrons can witness during the semi-final and final the results of a partnership between Hits and Jams to showcase their carnival costume. For the HGP Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard. We now switch our attention to cricket. Learning is fun, and so is playing sport. Over the weekend, several secondary schools competed at the National Gymnasium in a cricket competition. Samuel Gillis reports.
Secondary schools from Region 4 had an opportunity to bowl and be bowled in cricket played in an all-sport wind ball competition. This year, the competition is being held in honor of late Executive President Forbes Burnham, as he was a pioneer of children's involvement in sport as a support for academics. The competition caters for all the schools in every administrative region. Each school will play within their region, and the schools that emerge the winner in their specific region will compete with other regions. The first set of games for Region 4 saw each team playing 5 overs. The BLADEN All-Girls played 3 games and whipped BV, President's College, and Annandale as they displayed sensible cricketing skills. They made 119 against BV and restricted them to 33 for the loss of 8 wickets.
Let's continue to do our best, improving in our fielding and bowling, and let's continue winning.
Just continue winning. Seems like it's a tough team. You plan on any different strategy to come in or the same one?
The only different strategy will probably be our bowling strategy.
Okay. Anything different from this game that you could have done to probably win it by a bigger margin or?
Yeah, feeling.
The feeling?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Annandale boys came out on top as they defeated BLADEN Hall, PC, and BV, sending them back to school.
Well, knowing at Open Garden, we haven't really seen them play, but knowing my players, I think we have a good chance to stand up against them. And remarks of today's game would be that we had a good game, and it wasn't easy, but that's how cricket is.
Anything different that you could take going into the next game?
There's not much difference, but looking forward for it. Well, there's always cooperation in a team. We're experienced players, most of us, and we play a lot. So we could say that we have a good.
The top player came from BLADEN Hall. ALEAH scored 52, 48, and 43 not out. The hat-trick all-rounder was Vinita Balkisoon, who also got 45 not out, and the Player of the Game award. The BLADEN All-Girls, who are East Coast champions, are set to play Suzaik, and Annandale boys will play against Covent Garden Secondary on February the 22nd at the National Gymnasium. For HGP Sportscast, I am Samuel Gillis.
Chris Gayle will be retiring from one-day internationals after this year's World Cup. It is the batsman's hope of winning the World Cup for the Windies before hanging up his gloves. Jaden Samuels reports.
After scoring 39,727 runs in one-day internationals, the 39-year-old Chris GAYLE will bring the curtains down on his one-day international career after the World Cup in England, which starts in May. Known for his explosive batting, the left-hander played 284 matches and composed 23 centuries, his highest being the 215 against Zimbabwe in 2015. The part-time spinner has also taken 165 wickets at an average of 35.33 in a career that started in 1999. The sixth hitter played 103 tests, but in recent years has focused on limited overs cricket. GAYLE, speaking with the BBC Sport at the weekend, said it is his hope to win the World Cup and leave on a high note. The 5-match one-day series between West Indies and England features GAYLE and starts on Wednesday. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
Thank you, Jaden. And that's all we have for this edition of the HGP Sportscast. But do remember, persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement. Back to you, Javon.